Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode here on calmsden Farm on Farm Simulator 25. So, we're in September 1 now, and it's time to get going with a lot of jobs like seeding. But a lot's changed on the farm actually. If you remember, I was talking about making an investment into some land. I went ahead with that, but I didn't go for the land that I told you about. I've actually went for a different piece of land, and it's all the way down here. So, we technically own 4 fields on this piece of land and then a big gravel area. We did have to take a big loan out for it, but we've also paid quite a bit of the loan off because we've sold this field here. It was only about 12 acres, and we've sold this field here, which we never actually used really. And that was probably about 10 acres, so that's 22 acres in total we sold. And then we've went and bought a 35 acre field in total, which I think is quite good actually. Another thing that came with it is some sheds and silage bunkers, as well as a windmill down here, which produces us some money per month. So the farm in total cost 1.5 million, but our land paid for quite a bit of it, so it's taken us down to 730,000 on the loan. And some of you might say it's a bit early on to do all this, but I think it's actually quite good to do it now, because it means by the time we get to more to the end of the series, we've paid that loan all off. Where if I started it halfway through the series, we would still have a loan maybe by the end of the series. And I have sold some of the grain off as well, because oilseed rape came a really good price, and we had some in the silo. Ooh. And the grain trailer that I bought in the previous episode, we had a few issues with the hydraulics and all that, so I returned it to the dealership and traded it in for that one. So that's why I went for that one. But anyways, let's head up to our farm. It's just up here. It's quite a nice area actually. Quite happy with what we've bought, and we're going to get started right away. But there's also some new bits of machinery up at this farm because we had some extra money lying about and I needed to buy something, so we've traded in a few bits of equipment and bought some new pieces as well. Right. So we actually own this grass field here on the left as well, and we've not done anything with it, so we'll need to do something with it. But I'm not too bothered about that right now because we've got... Oh, so with the farm, I forgot to say, it came with 2 arable fields and 2 grass fields, so yeah, I'm not too bothered about that grass field back there because we've got 2 arable and 2 grass fields at this farm to sort. So this is the farm here. It's a really nice farm. It's not been fully built yet, so it's a good opportunity for us to come in and put up what we want. So I am planning on developing it a bit more than it already is. I'm planning on putting a cow shed in at some point, but that's going to cost us 400,000. I've got a quote for one, so 400,000. We don't really have that kind of money yet, but I'm hoping we can earn that money quite soon. Alright, let's just close the gates. It's always good to close gates. So yeah, this is the farm. It's not big right now, but we definitely are going to expand, as I said. So we've got this brick shed here, this brick shed here, and then we've got these 2 metal sheds, which, as you can see, I've put some of our machines up here already. But the other thing that kind of came with the farm was this bale trailer. So we're definitely going to use that because it's a really nice looking bale trailer, and it could come in really handy. We've got these 2 bunker silos here, and then to the left of that we've got a bale shed, an automatic bale shed as I call them, which is going to come in really handy because I believe it can take up to 1,200 bales, so it's really going to help us. But this is the shed here with all the equipment really. I've mostly taken the grass equipment, but I've also got a seeder in here, which is the one thing that we changed actually, because that 4 meter seeder wasn't really doing us any good. So, in this shed, where should we start? We'll start here. We've got our tether, we've got our windrower, we've got our seeder, brand new. It's only done 200 hours, so it's still quite new. It was a demo, the dealer was selling it off and gave us a really good price for that. And then we've got our Fendt tractor with the mowers, which is actually what we're going to get into first. I think, yeah, let's get this going, because it means the grass can dry out while we're seeding. So I need to get it all set up, because we don't want it to be on swathing mode, because we're going to do some hay. Right. So I believe the gateways are over here for the grass fields. Let's see, I think that's an arable field. Yep, there's the arable field. And here's our grass fields. I think we'll do one hay and one silage. And I know we've got those 2 grass fields at the other farm to bale up, but I really just wanted to get this farm on the move, making us some money, because we really do need it. So what grass field should we start with? So yeah, there's our big windmill, and we own that. Came with the farm. It was a nice wee deal. But yeah, I wasn't really expecting to buy a farm. I was just kind of like, oh, I'll wait out a bit. But anyways, let's see, what one's bigger? I think they're about the same, so it doesn't really matter, because I want to do one silage and one hay. And I would rather get more hay bales than silage bales, because we've got plenty of them. Right, let's get this all set up. And we'll get the front one down. There we go. Perfect, that's all set right. So we're all good. And we should get quite a good yield out of this. Because I got agronomists to come along and tell me how the soils were looking, and they're fully fertilised, and they've got all the lime they need, and there's barely any stones, and it's all good soil types, so we should get a really good yield out of this, to be fair. Don't know if the GPS works on this land. No, I don't know why, but it just doesn't seem to work very well. So hopefully you're all enjoying the series so far, and hopefully everyone's enjoying Farm Simulator 25 and Calmsden Farm, because I've got to say, it's a lovely map, and I'm glad it came out so early on. And I do apologise, there only been 1 episode last week, and then 2 episodes the week before, but I've not got a really set schedule on how many episodes we're doing a week. It's just kind of as many as I can get into 1 week if I'm not busy. But anyways, I'm going to crack on with this, and I'll see you once we're finished. Finished all the mowing now on the farm, So as you can see, we've done this field here, and we've not got it on the swath mode just because it makes it easier for the windrow, not the windrow, and the tedding, sorry. And then we'll windrow it afterwards. And then this field here, because we're doing silage, it doesn't matter so much. We can just put it straight into the windrows, which makes it much easier for us. But anyways, what I need to do is I need to get this moor set disconnected. And I think we'll get this tractor hooked up to the seeder. But I think we'll go and do the tedding first actually. But we'll get this tractor hooked up to the seeder anyway. Because this tractor will be better suited to the seeder. Just power wise. But yeah. But we really do need to save some money up now, because if I'm wanting to expand the farm, I'm needing a lot more money. I probably need another £1 million just to build a really nice big farm, or maybe £1.5 million, like, just to build a really nice big farm. That's everything we need, you know, all the shed space you can need, the biggest cow barn we can get, which I've already seen, for 400,000, so we'll need to save up a bit of money for that. But we've already got this big shed here, which is not too bad. But this is going to be a grain shed, so technically -1 shed for machines. And of course we do still have the other farm as well, so we don't need to worry too much. Right, so this was going on the cedar. It's a lovely cedar. 6 meter cedar, so it's 2 meters bigger than the one before. We'll get that lifted up. We'll just leave it like that. So it does have some barley seed in it already, so that's perfect. But let's jump into the 7S with the tedder on the back. And we'll get this grass field tedded up. And then I think we'll just windrow it and then get baling straight away. Because I don't really want to be messing about with these bales. I kind of just want to get them baled up and baled. Sorry, still a bit rusty. I haven't done a video in quite a while. But yeah, we want to get the bales in as quick as possible, because I don't want the rain to come along and soak them if it does rain. And it shouldn't take us too long to not windrow. I keep wanting to call this windrowing, but it's not, it's tedding. Yeah, it shouldn't take us too long to ted this, because it is a decent sized tedder, and I think tedding goes at a decent speed. 9 miles an hour, that's not too bad. So anyways, I'll crack on with this, and I'll see you once we're finished.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smile, and there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah,
There we go. That is all the tedding and windrowing done. So I think we'll just get straight onto the baling. I did get someone to bring this up for me from the other farm, because I'm just want to get cracking with it all. You know, get some hay bales in the yard and get some silage in the yard. Because eventually the cow shed will go about there, and I want the food ready for them. But it is a pretty big space, this, so we've got plenty of space to work with in the future. But as I said, we've only got, well, I say only, but we've got 100,000 in the bank, which is not enough really to even think about investing into cow sheds and grain sheds when you've got a £730,000 loan to pay. But it's fine, we'll get there. Anyways, there we go, that's the first bale already, and we will have to buy some more wrap for this, but that's quite easy to do. So we'll get that done, and then, yeah, we'll just get cracking with the baling again. Another thing we'll do after the baling, I think, is we'll get onto a bit of seeding. So that'll be this empty. There we go. So we'll need to buy some more, which is easy enough. I'll just do it through the baler. Or can I not? Wait a minute. Normally you can, but maybe you don't have to. Okay, right, we'll leave it there then. Anyways, we'll get cracking with this, and I'll see you once we're finished. So that is all the hay bales baled up now, so we want to get this baler parked up. Let's put it in the shed here. Oh, another thing I was going to say is a big thank you for getting me over 1,000 subscribers, but also a big thank you for getting me over the 4,000 watch hours. I really do appreciate it, because now I'm fully monetized by YouTube, so I really do appreciate it, everyone. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is the baler did end up taking £200 from us. It's just because I didn't do one more bale, and it needed one more bale to register that it was empty. So I'm actually going to place one thing down, because I think it's quite important, is a fuel tank. I don't know where a good place to put it is. Let's just check. We're getting the biggest one for our money. 7.5, yep. That's what we want. Can I customize the color? No, right, yellow's the standard color. I think about here would do. And then if we just get a bit of gravel going around that, and this is the gravel we like. There we go, we'll just put a bit of gravel around it. Because this tractor is starting to get low on fuel, let's just buy 7,500 litres. At least then it'll do us for a while. Alright, might have to go. There we go. Just noticed this tractor's starting to get empty, so I thought it was about time we filled it up. And at least now we've got a diesel tank up here, so we don't need to worry about driving to the other farm for it. And it is quite a nice diesel tank, actually. I think it's a double-walled one. So it is quite good. It's going to take 7,500 litres of diesel, so that's perfect for us. So let's go and get these silage bales all baled up, and then we can get the bales picked up, or we can move on to a bit of seeding. Because the seeding is the most important thing after the baling. because on this farm as a whole, the cows are the most important thing, making sure they're kept fed. But then after that, it's the crops, making sure they're all seeded in at the right time. And we've got one field seeded in with oilseed rape, but the barley for us is the main thing because it produces straw, which then goes to the animals for bedding. So that's why it's quite important to us. So let's get this baler fired up and see how many bales we get out of this field now. So we got 22 bales out of that field. So it'll be interesting to see how many silage bales we get because they're much smaller and you tend to get more of them, I think. I'm not sure if that's how it works with silage, but we'll wait and see. And then here's another one. So what we'll do is we'll maybe try put them in twos, make it easier for us. Because I've seen other farmers, that's how they do it. Instead of having them all separated out, they just put them in twos, and it saves them quite a bit of time. There we go. Right, let's continue. So I'll crack on with the field and I'll see you once I'm finished. Rightio, so that is this field all baled up now, and we've done really well. According to the baler, we've got about 50 odd bales out of this, so it's not bad, and they're all in twos, so it's even easier for us when we come to pick them up. So I'm not sure we'll have time really to do it today, because I kind of want to get one field seeded at least, so I think we'll just get on with that, and hopefully it doesn't rain because those hay bales are sitting out there. And of course the silage bales, it's not so bad because they're in a wrap, so it keeps them dry. But the hay bales, if they get wet, that's them. Well, the hay's not as high quality then, and you have to leave them to dry for quite a bit. But I'd rather get the seeding done because we really do need to get a field seeded with wheat or barley because we really do need the straw. And of course if we get this new cow shed, it can take up to 200 cows, so I think we're going to try to get about 100 cows in it at first if we've got the money to. Yeah, this can be left here, but yeah, 100 cows at first, so it's going to take quite a bit of food and straw and all that sort of stuff, so we will need to make sure we've got plenty of straw and hay and silage all lying about. Well, we've got 50 bales of silage now, so that should be plenty for these cows when they come along. So the first field we'll start with will be this one just through here. You kind of go around the back of the sheds and it leads you into the field. Alright, this is it here, double gate, so it's... have I just driven out that shed with a 6 meter seeder down? Okay, it would help if I had folded that up. Luckily it's not real life, otherwise I think the seeder would have a lot more damage than that shed would. So yeah, I think this field will do barley. And I'm not sure if we should do the other field barley as well, but we'll save that for the next episode. It is a really nice seeder, this. I'm so glad we upgraded because our old one was worth about 32,000, so I think this one was 120,000, so it costs a lot more, but It's a much bigger seeder, so it's going to do us really well. And it goes pretty fast actually, so we should get it done pretty fast. So anyways, I'm going to crack on with this, and I'll see you once we're finished.
Jump into the car on a Friday night, I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town, I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't have a plan and the night is young, it doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like, there ain't nobody like. You look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high, ain't nobody like you, I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you, I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high.
Right, so that is the seeding in this field all finished. We've got the barley all in, which is good. So we just need to roll it now, but I think we'll do that in the next episode. But the one thing I was going to do actually was pull up the whole yield thing. So normally we don't pull up the yield bit, but let's turn it on and let's have a look at our yield. Wow, 95%. That's really good. So if we roll it, we'll get an extra 2%, so it'll take us up to 97%, and then we'll have a pretty good yielding field. So I think the other field will actually do... Will we do barley? I think we'll do it barley. Either wheat or barley, we'll do that field there. So I'll just leave the tractor there for now because it's not a big deal. I'm starting to like this trailer. This is random, but I've never used it before. I've seen it in 22, but never used it because of course we had all those nice Bailey trailers, but we don't have them yet, so it's quite nice this. It's definitely going to get used a lot. We might look at selling our Pongy one. I think so you say it. Let's have a look. I'm not going to sell it right now. But it is here. 13,000. So we can make an extra £13,000 off of that if we need to. But we'll save it for now until a time when we're actually needing money. Because at the minute we've got £83,000 in the bank. But that won't be staying around for long because I might need to look into buying a plough actually, and that's going to cost 50,000. But we'll save that for another time. So I think that's it. I think that's going to be it for this episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, please do like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think of this series so far, and if you're enjoying it, and if you'd like to join any of my socials such as TikTok, Twitch and Discord, they are linked below, and if you'd like to share this episode with anyone else, I'd appreciate that as well. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.